What's going on, Doombots? This week's episode of TLAD, Tier Lists, Are Dog Shit, is going to kind of continue from last week's. We're going to talk about Dark Dimension characters. We're going to look at them from a perspective that the average player is going to look at, and we're going to rate them. But of course, how I rate them is based on my opinion and things I think are important, and how what you think are important might matter in a different way, or be stupid. I don't know, because tier lists are dog shit. So here we're going to do Cosmic DD4 considerations. There are probably about 52 characters that fill in the cosmic line for this. So we're going to just kind of go through them, hopefully pseudo-alphabetically, and give them ratings. For those who aren't aware of the rating system, again, S, A, B, T. S is the best, A is good, B is fine, and T is trash or dog shit or whatever you want to call it. And then there's sub-tiers, starred. Starred means that they are good, but not on their own accord. They might need somebody else, like they work good in a combo, or they're very expensive for what they do, so more of a luxury kind of thing. Basically, you don't see too many S stars, A starred characters, because those characters don't, usually character is what they are. And I don't really want to go into the detail of you can use these 17 or 18 things. We're not going to deal with that. So, real quick, and as quickly as possible, let's start with the newest characters. I know that's not alphabetical. I just want to get them out of the way. Shatterstar and Longshot. So, what you're going to see is a lot of DD4 people are using Shatterstar and Longshot because they can, and that's great. But they're not among the best options. They're just really, really, really good options. Here's where the issue lies. I don't think you get the same value out of Longshot and Shatterstar at like 4 or 5 stars, regardless of your red star, because obviously it will only be 4 or 5, that you would get out of characters that are, you know, good for the game mode. So because of that, I'm going to go a little bit more like questionable on this line. They're going to be good for the game mode, not great, but good for the game mode. The star is giving them credit for, like, if you have a high investment in them, if there's high stars and high red stars, if you went super hard on them as characters, they are relevant, and they're really good together too. That said, they take mutant gear, which sucks in general, from just the DD Dark Dimension perspective in general, because there's just better mutants in the game, and they are only good for a few nodes. They might be good in DD3, we're not talking about that now. So they're good characters, but I think that you have to factor in the cost of mutant gear, and the fact that they don't just sneak in like some of the other characters that are generally good, like your Minervas, your Yo-Yos. You know, a 5-star Maw would definitely be a good character. We'll get to there in a second. Next, we got America Chavez. And then we go straight to Black Bolt. Black Bolt is also weird, right? So if you guys don't remember, we base all of these on 3 things. The first thing is how good they are in the game mode. The second thing is how expensive or cheap they are to enter that game mode, which is be gear tier 15 for this example. And the third is how good they are outside of the game mode. So you have to look at all 3 of those factors, or you don't, because tier lists are dog shit and do whatever you want. Black Bolt is easily one of the top 5 characters in the game, and but he's not great in Dark Dimension. Oh, he's also a legendary. I don't know why I'm doing this. Haha, joke's on me. I'm stupid. Cable's low-key isn't that terrible, but he's not good. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not terrible, but, like, again, like, if I had an option of which of these characters, they're roughly the same kind of conversation, but he's a little bit worse. A little bit worse. Yeah, I don't know why I did Black Bolt. Sorry, guys. So, like, he's a B character. You can use him kind of like how you would use, like, maybe a character like Mordo. You maybe even can make an argument for here. I'm just not wasting my time doing it. CM, same as Cable. Yes, she's a good character. Yes, she's a strong character. But all she does is damage, and her survivability doesn't really matter. She doesn't offer a lot of control. She's not amazing. So we can move that out. And also getting her up outside of that game mode ain't doing much for you anyway. Here's the funny thing. If a strong CM is still relevant to your interests as a player, like, you shouldn't even be talking about DD4. Like, seriously. Like, you outscale her relatively quickly. So if she's still an amazing character for you, you should be able to move on to the fact that you're not ready for Dark Dimension anyway. What do we got? Corvus Glaive? Yeah, sure. So Corvus Glaive falls in this category. He can be really good if you build the right team around him. He's also a very good investment. He's also a skill character. All of these things add to make him a positive character. What doesn't help him is the fact that on his own, he's basically just a little bit of damage and a little bit of crowd control. With Proxima, he becomes better. With the full team, obviously better. Useful outside of the game mode, has uses inside of the game mode, and isn't cheap. He'll be in the same kind of category as these idiots right over here. And there's no order here. They just are where they are. What do we got next? Crystal. Gotta say no on Crystal. One, she's a bio character, of which the pool of bio characters are really low. The second is there's not an overlap. You can't use Black Bolt on this game mode with her, so that's not really helping too much. And you can't use Maul, another character that works well with her. She does do AoE with a little bit of control, but you can get that for not bio. So let's get her out of here. Not really. Option? Yes, but not quite trash as far as any of this is concerned. Cole has got to be the same conversation, right? Literally the exact same as Crystal. You're not going to get a good portion of the value you would normally get from this character because he's just damage, and you don't get a lot of the extra damage because damage doesn't matter too much in Dark Dimension. What matters is survivability and your ability to do percentage damage, which is when we get to the percentage characters you'll see. I see a lot of people talking about Doctor Strange. I don't know if he's cheap. I don't know if he's interesting, but what I will tell you is he's not worth bringing in. So fuck decisions on Doctor Strange. You don't need him strong outside of the game mode. He's not useful inside of the game mode, especially without his entire team. I'll say like maybe you can do it. So super cheap is the only thing that you could justify for him, and even then, it's not better. It's not worth it. So he stays here in Dogshitville with idiots. That's it. Like he's not quite as bad as anybody who brings in Shield Trooper in the global nodes, because those are the people who are truly scraping the bottom of the barrel. But Cole is global? Cole is not global. I'm 1,000% sure Cole is not global. 1,000. So then we can't use Maw, obviously, because Maw. So then we have Gamora. Let's be clear. Where's Gamora? Oh, there. Cool. Groot actually isn't terrible, but like the death proofs, the buff spells make Groot okay, but he takes alien spores. So Heimdall. Dude, if I was bringing in the entire Asgardians, I would still replace Heimdall. Hela, though, breaks out the first God tier character or S tier character that we have, as soon as I remember how the alphabet works. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hela. Hela's just great. What she does is amazing. Adding the feature of Greg is amazing to what the team does. Just on her own. She's great outside of the game mode. Like, you can get a lot of value out of just using Hela on her own. I still use her in U7 and a lot of the Greek raids. So, great character. The downside is she's expensive. But because she's so good, the expensiveness makes sense as opposed to is a detriment. Like, yes, you're spending a lot, but you're getting a lot. Very similar to characters like Symbiote Spider-Man we'll talk in the future. I threw Greg up there with her. Hey, where's Greg? Is Greg here? Let me know if you see Greg. Oh, there he is. Yeah, she's just truly great. Human Torch. Now, Human Torch is another character that, you know, your mileage may vary. High red stars might be worth investing in the character, but ultimately, Human Torch is not a character worth investing in. Like for Dark Dimension, he doesn't do anything. He's too squishy. He's useless. So he's useless in Dark Dimension. Oh, he takes Biogear. Sorry, I forgot he takes Biogear. Complete trash. Completely useless. So What do we have here? Invisible Woman is legendary. Don't know why I did that. Karnak. Karnak. Useless dog shit character. Korath is actually not terrible, though. Like, better than Karnak, which isn't saying much. Kree Cyborg. Does a lot of damage. Kree Noble. Not with your dick and someone else pushing. Kree Oracle, surprisingly, is a better character than people give him credit for, but still not putting... I think he's cheap, too. Specifically him. I don't know why. Kree Reaper. Kree Royal Guard. If anything, I want to give Kree Oracle B-, but, like, nah. Not great. Loki. Loki is a good option. That's it. He's just a good option. He's better with certain things, but he gives you a little bit of control. I could hear an argument for this because he only really becomes good if you have access to a character like Hela or Thor. But I think he's a good option. He's a mystic character, which gives him a little bit up. I don't think there's any just truly great A characters. If anything, it would be him, but, like, come on. Mantis, bio character, takes alien spores. That's 2 sins. The fact that all of her cool stuff only happens in raids and doesn't happen... where the hell's Mantis? There she is. Sorry. Like, she commits 2 sins. She is a bio character that takes alien spores. Those exist and are better. Don't forget to mention Bishop. Oh, I should mention Bishop. He's not here in the pool. Bishop is a trash tier character. Let's get that out of the way. The damage he outputs doesn't seem to be relevant. Yeah, Mordo's up here. But yeah, he's... It's because I saved these pictures, and these pictures say Baron Mordo, even though his name is actually Mordo. So let's do Minerva. No comment on that. If I have to explain to you why Minerva's a great character at DD3, go back and do DD2. Like, you know, like if DD4 is the point when someone's telling you Minerva's a good character, you haven't done DD2 or DD3 yet. So, like, let's go back up. And then we got Mr. Fantastic. Sorry, bruh. Sorry, Reed. I should make him the Reed tier character. Where the hell did he go? Garbage. Now we have Mordo. Mordo is, again, another character that kind of falls with Loki. Works really well with Hela, but not on his own. Has a good control. But, again, you can't rely on him as an own character. If you have Hela and Mordo together, it works really well. Unfortunately, there just doesn't seem to be that many just questionably reasonable, which is great information, right? Because now you know that, like, there are good characters you can invest in, and there are situational characters that helps you make that decision way easier based on whatever you decide. And then there's dog shit that's dog shit. But again, what am I saying? Tier lists are dog shit anyway. Nebula, I'm not even putting her on this list. Proxima, I think Proxima is actually, no, you know what? I do take that back. I think Proxima Midnight is a good character as an A. Like, she's just good in this game mode. She's skill character, so it's not that costly. She is good outside of the game mode, and what she offers to the game mode is relevant. She's fast. She has the ability to spread offense down. She has a targeted stun. She can remove buffs. She's a good character. I think it's totally reasonable. Where is Drax? It's a great question. Where is Drax? If I skipped, I mean, for the sake of it, I'll also put Nebula in there, I guess. Wherever Nebula is. Yeah, the only downside is her cost, but she's 72 of skill, which balances itself out, you know what I mean? Because there's only like 4 skill characters worth investing in. Then we have the Ravagers. Man, I'm gonna regret this when they rework the Ravagers, but god, they suck. Speaking of Ravagers, let's also get Yondu down there. Just get him out of the way. Rocket. Rocket's another character that, like, you want to give him a higher rating, And he will become a better option as you bring in more characters, but ultimately, like, you're not bringing in Rocket. No, if you had a maxed out perfect Rocket Raccoon and built the perfect team around him, he'd still be useless in Dark Dimension 4. So sad, so sad. Wait, I know it's alphabetical, I just don't know how to read, and you guys know that. Sorry, Rocket, you suck. Ronan's actually a little bit higher up on the list. Not much. He's just a flat, decent character. He's a mystic character, which is a plus and a minus for him, but he has an ability block AoE. He could summon characters and cleanse. He's not terrible. Proxima, let's see what we got. Sif? Oh my god, I forgot Sif's a character. You know what? Sif gets a little bit more value. Yeah, he's very low damage, so he's more of the control character. But I know plenty of people who've used him in previous game modes to some extent, and he's not terrible. But like, you know, don't go out of your way. Sif. Sif is in the same category as Loki, just one step down, because you would need both Loki, both Hela and Thor to make Sif amazing, or two Asgardians. So she's probably like, she's okay as a tank. She's a reasonable investment, but she's not amazing, so she's okay. Star-Lord's not an option. Thanos. So, Thanos is another A character. Thanos gets to A because he's a good character outside of the game mode of Dark Dimension. He's a good character inside of the game mode, but not amazing. He's just good. And he is relatively cheap for mystics. So I'm bringing Thanos in, I can tell you that. But Thanos himself, not great. Now, people are going to say things that are wrong. Like, but energy and other stuff. Well, you're stupid and I fucking hate you for it. Because that's not how that fucking works. That's not how that works. You don't kill enough to get that energy at a reasonable pace. So he's literally just there because he's dirt cheap and worth investing in because he's a good character outside. But he's not an S tier. He in no way offers what these two characters offer. Second run is totally easy. Thoughts on MN DD3? Yeah. Thoughts are yeah. What do we got now? The Thing? Oh my god. The Thing. Get out of here, you dog shit character. Thor, Thor's in this. Thor's actually a little bit higher than Loki in this conversation, but we'll put him here. You can make a lot of work with Thor and Hela. Like, it seems that like Hela is the linchpin of success for it. And then the other characters you put around are like whatever you got. Ultimus is an option. I guess he's better than Trash. I guess he's better than Trash, right? At least he's tanky. That's it. That's everything. There you go. This is the final list. So, if you were to follow this list like an idiot would follow a tier list, and only work on the characters. Yeah, that's why he's B. Like only, you know, and work on only the characters based on how good they are. Your setup would be, and he's here for the memes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of these characters. That would be the 5-character team. The 4-character team would be these 4 characters, and then you'd move on and giggle about it. The problem is Mystic, Skill, Mystic, Tech. So you probably want some equal parts of Tech, Skill. Mystic is one of these two, and then the 4th character is probably going to end up being one of the lesser quality characters, just from a perspective of investment time. So that's it. That's the tier list for this Cosmic. I will go ahead and complete this, save and download this TLAD. So we'll call it TLAD DD4 Cosmic Value, and we'll go ahead and put this picture up later. But this is where we are. I just realized I didn't record this, so I'm gonna have to do some editing later. Save, click save, and download the image. Sure, bonk. This is it. Take your screenshots, click the links below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the reminder that tier lists are dog shit. They are not good for understanding how the game works, but they can be helpful in teaching you. So if you're interested in learning how to be better, you can use things like tier lists. If you're interested in just knowing what the fastest way to accomplish something is, tier lists are going to fuck you up. So have a good night. Have a great day. I've been Tony Scongili, and I'll catch you later.